We know about Novak Djokovic, Serena Williams, Tom Brady, Colin Kaepernick, Lewis Hamilton, and the great Virat Kohli. They have several things in common. Number one, they are all at the top of their games. Number two, they are immensely successful. Number three, all of them are vegetarian, if not vegan. All of them shifted to a plant-based diet. The main causes in the Western world for Alzheimer, for heart diseases, for obesity, for tendency to become angry, become anxious, schizophrenic. Does it happen just like that? There must be some cause, no? Food, don't consider food is just food. It carries with it the essence of the source from where the food was derived. If you consume apple, it has its own vibratory level. If you consume mung dal, it has its own vibratory level. Okay. If you consume chicken, it has its own vibratory level. If you consume goat, it has its own vibratory level. And if you consume human beings, and there are people, they have their own vibratory level. Their essence, their vibrations become part of the body of the consumer. When you take alcohol, what happens? You lose certain level of awareness. Similar thing happens when you consume certain kinds of foods, and that's why we talk about qualities of food at sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic qualities of food. They are all divided. So we have to wonder at the impact of foods that we consume. And not only that, even if you consume vegetarian food, but if you eat it the way dog eats its own food, you should never disturb a dog while he's consuming food. Even if you are the owner of the dog, you disturb that dog while he is consuming food, he'll bite you. All your attention, if it goes into food consuming without any attention anywhere else, you're so focused on it. It's not good either. That very act of consuming without any sattvic bhav. That's why many religions, many spiritual systems, they recommend to go inward, offer a prayer, become prayerful and eat it. Some people offer prayer, moment it is finished, they start shouting at their wife, ye nahi banaya, wo nahi banaya. You should not have even offered a prayer. You are making monkey out of yourself. It is not enough that you offer prayer, but become prayerful and consume that food. I give you one example from a science perspective. Dr. Paulo, a scientist from Russia, he ran a lot of experiments related to dogs and cats and all that. Dog experiment, you already know, specific conditioning of a dog. He would ring a bell, bring the food. So the dog would associate ringing of the bell with the food. That's a nice experiment. That how certain habits can be cultivated. Ring a bell, so you know what's happening. Temple bell is ringing. Are you salivating for God? Or you're just listening and then it goes on. In the masjid, namaz call is being made on a loudspeaker? Are you salivating for Allah? Think of it. He ran another experiment on cats. He would give food to cat, and just before that he would measure before and after the amount of digestive juice secreted in the stomach, the quantity. One day he decided that while cat is consuming all these things, let me bring in the dog. So what happens there? As soon as the dog comes in, the cat freezes out of fear. Juice that was about to get secreted in its stomach stopped. And there was cessation or total lack of secretion of digestive juice for another 3 to 4 hours in the cat. The mood at the moment of consuming food, if it is aggressive, fearful, there is not a good vibration around the house. Wife is shouting and children are shouting and there's chaos. Would your digestive juices be secreted enough to digest your food? You will have indigestion only. There are other psychological impacts also. For example, you keep watching TV or keep watching your messages and consuming food. What happens there? Your parasympathetic system is not cooperating because now it is being hijacked by your attention on something other than digestion. So either pay attention to this or pay attention to this. You are robbing yourself of health. I don't say have compassion on animals. It's okay. If you can have it, beautiful. Have compassion on yourself. That if I consume this, if I kill this, if I sacrifice this, if I eat it in this manner, even if it is vegetarian food, you are harming yourself. Have compassion on yourself. To me, right eating is all about the attitude with which one eats. Are you mindful of the process of eating? Is the question. Here are some suggestions for you to try out. Try to follow them for a few weeks and let me know how it goes. Firstly, before you eat, please close your eyes and with a lot of love in silence, thank God for the food you have in front of you. Since it is almost impossible to be thankful to all those who made that food available to you. So many people in the world are hungry. If you are among the lucky ones to have good food, it's appropriate that we express gratitude to Almighty. Secondly, try and eat with the rest of your family. Avoid phones or television during food. When you eat, be mindful of the food in front of you and pay attention to what others may need. Try to carry the feelings of gratitude with you while you eat. And finally, after you finish eating, with a heart full of love, silently thank all the people who made it happen. Mother Earth, the farmer, the cook, the waiter, your wife or your mom, and anyone else who comes to mind at that moment. Let me ask you this. What is a shared habit between all these athletes? You know about Novak Djokovic, Serena Williams, Tom Brady, Colin Kaepernick, Lewis Hamilton, and the great Virat Kohli. They have several things in common. Number one, they are all at the top of their games. Number two, they are immensely successful. Number three, all of them are vegetarian, if not vegan. All of them shifted to a plant-based diet and achieved better results in their spots. Look up the documentary Game Changers or Forks Over the Knives on Netflix. These shows talk about the virtues, benefits of a plant based diet. The same goes for fasting. The world today is going gaga over intermittent fasting. It's a time tested eating habit, and so on. Many centuries ago, when these lifestyle practices were adopted in India, our elders knew the benefits of such practices. They knew how these practices related to fasting would help people stay healthy. To ensure that people adopted these good habits, they were made a part of religious rituals. Over time, the knowledge of why we fast or eat vegetarian, why we put oil in the nose, light up camphor, etc., was lost. But the rituals continued. So, my suggestion is if you want a healthy body and overall good health, being vegetarian is advisable. So, when people partake food in an angry state of mind, fearful state of mind, there is no complete secretion of digestive juices. You may be able to digest perhaps, but it has a different impact on your system altogether. So when we partake food with a prayerful mind, prayerful heart, and with that state of absorption, you eat it, you enjoy this food. It's not that you become totally silent and you don't speak. No, you can speak gently, you can talk gently, you can laugh. But when you remain meditative while consuming food, that itself has a different impact on your cellular system. And my master proudly used to say it can remove so many spiritual diseases when you partake food in this way. See? And that's why in many religious traditions, they advocate offering prayers before partaking food, offering prayer with gratefulness to God for providing food. This very act makes you peaceful. The moment you offer prayer, makes you peaceful and calm. It somehow triggers your parasympathetic system. It helps with digestion, makes you healthier. The idea is to become healthier. So they connected it with religion. Many traditions, many rituals which are done worldwide. I don't think God will be pleased for all these things. Oh, thank you, God, for food, and thank you, God, for this, thank you, God, for that. But all these things are for our benefit, not for God's sake. When you become grateful, God is not happy that you are grateful, of course. But when you are grateful, you will become happy, you will become mentally sound, your health will improve. So this gratefulness, savoring with that, savoring food with the remembrance, being grateful at that moment, I think it's very important that if we can spend time like that.
Curious about how your decisions shape your destiny? Want to learn how to make impactful choices? Click on the video to discover more.